me, just one. Well, I would say, and I will like to get back tonight is the big debate, right? Between Kamala Harris
Oh,
and
you need to go.
no, I need to
Yeah,
go. No,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, not because of
Yeah.
that. No, no.
I'm the American. I
And
should
Trump.
be.
No. What worried me today? I was reading at the press that okay, if Trump wins, the SP will go down by I don't know 4 points, and then if Kamala wins, it will down by 1 point something. But then we will win by our bonds, etc., or something like that. Okay, let's stop being followers that everything is affecting Europe and nothing is affecting the US. If we do this, if we do that. Come on, Europe is the biggest market in the world. The biggest market in the world, not by GDP, but the biggest buyer. And it's amazing the capacity of changing things that this continent has. But the problem is that it's fragmented, it's different, it's not a single business model, etc. So what we can do, considering that we have this landscape that is reduced to maybe this, okay, beautiful space, but that's it. We are a bunch of people just discussing about that, right? Doing things. I think Benoit just named it amazingly, and Björk as well. I mean, just doing things. It's important. Just making you being listened as well, but as well leveraging on the opportunities that, like yesterday, Mario Draghi showed that there is a need. So they, at a certain point, I would like to consider that they listen that this is a real problem that we have at this moment. So that will be a waterfall of consequences out of this message that we will eventually reach us at some point. And I think that is a great opportunity to have a good landscape and a good opportunity just to be part of something. I think that's it. Otherwise, we would just lose the towel, throw the towel, and it just okay. We're done, and we will let everyone go to the United States and do things. But
Yeah.
but we're still just doing things because it's not impossible. I mean, it's a real fact that you can fundraise money here. You can set up a company, despite the burdens and complications that you will face, but you can still do it. I mean, it's tough, but it's doable, and I think it will be, smoother and smoother, and it's about to keep fighting.
Absolutely. So to say specifically how you go 0 to 1, 1 to 100 without knowing the industry, but often the mindset of us are turning a problem into opportunity. So even if someone is like, wow, I want to change Europe, so even the situation we are create a lot of opportunities. Even you have remote deal.com who have say, okay, it's hard to hire across Europe, so we do startups, right? So you can also, I think more and more, there are fintechs who make it easy to create a company digitally. So it's about a mindset. Okay, that's a problem. Now I'm gonna laugh at it and I'm gonna act on it and I'm gonna find some fun, like when you do sport and you sweat or whatever. So I think I'm very optimistic. Also, I think fundamentally the awareness is being created. So, but what you can do as entrepreneur is you want to engage and understand your next stage. So today we talk about IPO and other things. So I think it's important that you are already starting to have the feel of what's gonna be asked for you in 1, 2, 3, 4 years. And once you have that and you see that some paper is complicated for you, some red tape, then speak now, because it might take 1 or 2 years to change it. But then it will create more opportunities for you, because yes, you can move to Delaware and US, but then the number one priority would be people who are already American and there. So you should create more options for you as you can. And an example where we were giving is, in theory, you can do everything digital with notaries in Spain and Italy or Germany, because there is a European law on this. The truth is that law is not respected, or zero execution. I asked the numbers less than 0.001%. So as an entrepreneur, you can just say, look, I'm gonna try to do it digitally in my company, raise digitally, and I'm gonna share it's impossible in Spain. and you're gonna attack European, Spanish politicians. What you tell them, yes, you did a law, also the law of startups, it just doesn't work. So you're giving, as a user, feedback to the system. And it's true, the overall picture of what it is, as first, disruption of consumers, like, oh, you watch videos, all your Netflix, Amazon, you had a better experience. Then came the B2B, where you had the bad software, old software, now it's getting better. The reality is the good news of that, because entrepreneurs have improved everything. Now we have looked at consumer stuff, we look at business. Okay, consumer, great experience. Now business, I have really cool tool. Why public administration, why my government has to look like we are 100 years back in time? And that's the next piece of entrepreneurs, and the next thing we should not accept. And I think administrations are noticing it, because they know that consumers, citizens are not stupid and are seeing that there is a huge gap with the rest of the world when it comes to public administration. And you say, like, look, now when I vote, when I speak up, is going to be a criteria, and they have to know. And it shows you, I think it's good for entrepreneurs to have this spirit, like, I'm part of an ecosystem. That's an ecosystem. So I do it for the younger entrepreneurs, the next generations. I do it for my colleagues. And guess what? What Björn was saying, it's actually today we are all here, we're gonna get to know each other. It becomes a topic like looking a game or something, and you start to know people. So you might know your next investor today because you also participated in a movement. It's also the mindset of what can you do where you're not fatalist, where you try to push system. And there are a lot of other legal tech that are taking on you have online signatures, you have signatures here. So you can turn those issues into opportunities. And that's what we have to turn Europe and my system into an opportunity for me as an entrepreneur and Europe. And that's doable.